Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Mighty Ducks, the animated series. This is a 1996 animated series. It says here that there might be 2 seasons, but there's only one season here. 26 episodes, maybe it's just one season. I don't know. It ran for over 2 years, I guess. And yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I have never watched it. I have to admit that, because I guess I was not watching cartoons that much in 1996. See how I reverted. I don't know. But at least I wasn't watching a Disney Channel cartoons. I wasn't watching the Disney Channel. Unless this was on a different channel, I have no idea. Either way, this has nothing to do with the live action films with Emilio Estevez and the little kids playing hockey or anything else. This is literally about space alien interdimensional ducks who live on a hockey themed planet fighting space dinosaurs and then are pulled through a warp thing to our universe, landing in Anaheim, joining a hockey team, or creating the Mighty Frogs. That's the current name of the Anaheim hockey team. Taking over that team, and then between games, they act as superheroes fighting crime. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. There's so much going on there just as an explanation, but I think it leans into it perfectly. It doesn't pretend that, let's try to make, it's not like they were compromising anything. They just seriously just went and and said, well, how about this? And I think the answer was yes to every time somebody said, how about this? And I mean, it's absurd. It pokes fun at itself. One of the very last lines is their manager, who is looking to make money off of them, voiced by Jim Belushi, by the way. He says, "Oh, he's trying to think of all sorts of merchandising to go with the Mighty Ducks, and even an animated series is one of his ideas." And they're just like, "Yeah, that's not a good idea." So, and by the way, if you don't already know, there is a real Mighty Ducks hockey team in Anaheim, California. They are part of the NHL, the Professional Hockey League. So, yeah, it's a real thing. I mean, there's I realize a lot of you already know that. You're not dumb. Well, people who don't know that aren't dumb either. They just don't know hockey. Okay, so yes. It's a big deal. The colors are not those, but the logo has the right colors, like the yellow and purple or green. I'm not sure. I've been to Anaheim and many times, and I've just never gone to a hockey game there. I've seen the Kings play in Los Angeles, but I've never seen the Ducks play, which seems like a shame. Anyway, this is chock full of voices that you will recognize beyond just the usual partners in crime that take up most of the voice work in any Disney feature or animated series or anything else. The Jeff Bennett, April Winchell. Let's see, I gotta get this. Let's see. Yeah. April Winchell. Jim Cummings, Frank Welker, Corey Burton. There's just so many. Oh, Rob Paulson. Yeah, all these guys. But then you throw in, oh, good grief. I'm scrolling. I keep scrolling. I keep seeing new names. Tress MacNeille, of course. You get Eddie Deason, Revenge of the Nerds. Jonathan Harris shows up in this. Kath Soucie, of course. She's all over everything here. But some of the more Matt Frewer, Max Headroom, he's back here somewhere. There he is. He's up there. Max Headroom. David Hyde Pierce from Frasier. He's Niles. We got, let's see, Dennis Franz playing, of all things, a cop. Yeah, he's literally the first character we see, and he's really suspicious as to why there's these duck-looking, really muscular superheroes suddenly fighting crime, and it just happens to coincide with these duck people that are playing hockey in town. And of course, brings in the manager, and the manager basically tells their origin story to the police chief, but we're there to watch and see it all happen on our screen. And yes, it's completely absurd. Their entire society is built on hockey, as a duck society would. They all have obvious but ridiculous duck names. Let's see. Let's just go through. Canard is one of them. A lot of the names don't even show up on this thing. Okay, Tanya isn't really a duck name, but there's Nosedive, Mallory, voiced by Jennifer Hale. Brad Garrett plays Grin, the big muscular duck who can bend steel by looking at it. Ian Ziering, isn't he 90210? He plays Wild Wing. Clancy Brown plays one of the bad guys, Siege. Yeah, one of the dinosaurs. Oh yeah, the lead dinosaur, Lord Dragonus. Dragonus. Tim Curry. Tim freaking Curry. So, yeah, there is just, I think they just went through, who's ever done a voice? Bring them in. What concept do we want to use in this completely, absolutely absurd cartoon that throws every sci-fi superhero sports trope into a big pile and says, here's a story, kids. And it's actually fun. It's funny. It's I can't say it's my favorite cartoon of all time, but it's absurdity and the line delivery of, I mean, they're all like Southern California kind of hair metal guys. I don't know, because the theme song and recurring musical guitar riffs throughout, so 90s hair metal-ish. I mean, hair metal was pretty much dying out in the mid-90s at that point with Nirvana and Guns N' Roses and doing all that. I mean, Guns N' Roses was that bridge, kind of a bridge between the two. But still, with Nirvana and everything, well, Kurt Cobain already died in 94. But still, we were all getting grungy and Seattle-y at that point. If you wanted to hold on tight to hair metal roots, glam metal kind of stuff, this music it's everything you're looking for in a cartoon theme song. So yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. It's a 2-parter. It's called The First Face Off. That makes sense. Part 1 and Part 2. So yeah, they're all about 23 minutes long each-ish. Yeah, 23 minutes long each. And so yeah, it's a standard series length for broadcast television. So yeah. If you haven't watched it yet, or if you haven't watched it in a long time, it kind of, for what I've seen some other people say, it kind of holds up. I mean, at least if you grew up with this, and you just realize just how crazy it was, and especially if you love hockey, it's not afraid to make every hockey joke that has ever existed and throwing it together with everything else. So yeah, I recommend watching it. I doubt I'm going to get to watching it myself, but if somebody threw it on suddenly, I would not say no. I would watch it. So yeah, Mighty Ducks, the animated series, is a thing that exists, but probably shouldn't, like, the way it does. Like, today, if somebody made a cartoon that tied into a real-life hockey team but made them... Are they mutants? They're just really strange. They're like a Magnificent Seven of duck people. Like, they all have different abilities and skills and personalities. It's just not like 2 guys who are like, yeah, we both like playing hockey. They're not. They're each different hockey lovers in a different way. I don't know. But hockey is their choice of sport and their choice of battle. They have a spaceship, and yeah, it's just complete madness, and it's all right. That's pretty darn great. So let's pick tomorrow's episode.
395.
395. 395. I kind of recognize this section. That we are in the documentary area, and yes, we were going to get one of these sooner or later in 2023. Here we go. Sharks that eat everything. By the way, I don't know if you can see this. Like this whole stack right there is just shark, 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 shark. And there's lots of other stuff that doesn't start with the word shark. So that is just a sampling of all the shark content on Disney Plus. If you're into that, we'll get to them all eventually. But in this case, we're watching Sharks That Eat Everything on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.